The people of District 4 deserve better, and the people of Omaha deserve better.
Madam Clerk.
An affidavit of publication is on file for the Pre-Council and City Council meeting, and a current copy of the Meeting Act is posted in a white binder on the east wall of Legislative Chamber.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Omaha City Council. We appreciate having you here this afternoon. We look forward to hearing your comments on our various items on our agenda. I'd encourage you to turn your cell phones off or at least to vibrate. We do have one proclamation today in honor of MAHA occurring this weekend. But because we have the mayor here today to also present the 2024 budget, we'll first do the budget and then that proclamation before our meeting starts. So Mayor, the floor is yours. Welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody. Council President Festerson, City Council members, and citizens of Omaha. I am pleased to be with you today to present a recommended 2024 budget. How we spend our tax dollars must reflect the services and programs that best serve our community. Whether it's public safety, roads and infrastructure, parks and libraries, or economic development, our spending must align with our priorities. And our 2024 recommended budget does just that. We must always work to keep taxes as low as we can. Since my first year in office, we have reduced the city's property tax rate 3 times. Our budget recommendation for next year includes our 4th property tax rate reduction of 2%. The City of Omaha's share of your property tax bill is just 21% of your total bill. So while other taxing entities have a combined far greater impact on property taxes, we will cut the city's tax rate whenever we can. With the City Council's approval of the 2024 budget, we will have decreased the City of Omaha's levy by over 8% since my first year in office. There is more good news about your property taxes. 3 years ago, the Omaha voters overwhelmingly approved our $200 million bond issue to create Street Preservation Fund. It pays for the unprecedented ongoing program to substantially increase road repairs throughout Omaha. Voters also approved to raise property taxes to fund it. As a result of the street bond issue passing, through the end of this year, we will have spent and committed to an additional $163 million of road work above and beyond previous funding dollars that were available. This additional funding was completed without voter authorized tax increase. A strong economy, conservative financial management, and existing bond capacity allows us to fully fund the program without higher taxes that the voter approved, something that we are all very proud of. For 2024, we recommend a total general fund budget of just under $508 million. This is an increase of approximately 7% over this year. This increase is primarily to address our police recruitment and retention crisis, and I'll explain the police proposal shortly. We project an increase in revenue due to our strong local economy and the extensive economic development in our city. Sales tax receipts for next year will be up just over 7% compared to the 2022 actual. Property tax revenue will be up about 8% if current projections hold through. Another indication of sound fiscal management is the balance in our savings accounts. At the end of last year, both the cash reserve and the contingent liabilities fund had balances of about $30 million each. This compares to just $5 million or less in these accounts when I became mayor in 2013. In 2024, we will increase the cash reserve fund again. Our savings and strong year-end budget balances help us plan, enable us to manage emergencies like COVID, and allows budget flexibility to avoid increasing our taxes. These are good things for Omaha, and they're good things for our taxpayers. Even with another property tax rate reduction, we are able to fund several important additional expenses in the 2024 budget. Most significantly, we propose a substantial salary increase for the Omaha police officers, which accounts for more than 2% of our total 2024 budget increase. While already we have a contract with the Omaha Police Officers Association that sets the 2024 salaries, we must further increase pay to meet several challenges. It is difficult now to recruit new officers and to retain those with valuable experience. The Omaha Police Department is currently budgeted for 906 officers. However, 811 sworn officers are currently on the job. That's 95 fewer than our budgeted number. Even after an extended recruitment period, which included television advertising for the first time, we had only 340 qualified applicants, a fraction of the number that we historically have. The declining pool of law enforcement candidates is a national public safety crisis, and we must address it now. We must offer higher competitive salaries to improve recruitment and hiring of new police officers and retained experienced officers. We are the largest agency in the state of Nebraska, and we must be the best. In May, we announced a tentative agreement with the Omaha Police Officers Association to raise salaries in 2024. Our current proposal, modified since the May announcement, will cost more than $9 million additional dollars in the 2024 budget. This is in addition to the 3% wage increase already in the current labor contract. If approved by the Omaha Police Officers Association and the City Council, we in Omaha will have the highest starting salary and the highest top pay for officers in the state of Nebraska, and greater than other metropolitan cities of similar size throughout our nation. This is an incentive and it is an investment in public safety and our police officers, and investment in our police officers, and it is definitely worth the cost. Other important highlights of the police budget: 8 new civilian positions are planned to bring a total number of the department's civilian employees to 169. And as we have planned, 2024 is the first year the city will fully fund the mental health co-responder program following several years of private foundation support. The fire department's general fund budget will go up less than 2%, with 687 sworn firefighters and 8 civilian employees. These numbers include 18 grant-funded firefighters. We will continue to purchase new equipment according to the fire apparatus replacement plan, which creates a timeline to replace and standardize all front line of our fire apparatus. We must always have up-to-date, safe, and reliable apparatus to provide the best fire and emergency medical response possible. This replacement plan anticipates continued growth and demand for service throughout our city. In 2024, we plan to spend $9.2 million replacing fire apparatus. Our library budget for 2024 reflects our commitment to a world-class library system and the continuation of many exciting changes that we will see in the next few years. The increase in the library operating budget is just over 8%. We will add 9 positions next year and continue to build the staff to prepare for the new central library opening at 72nd and Dodge in 2026. Additional positions will be required in future years to prepare for and manage this and other library facilities. Our new downtown branch is now open and it's very busy. Since opening day mid-May, more than 15,000 people have visited the new location at 14th and Jones. And we recently announced a citywide library facility plan to improve all locations of all of our libraries over the next 20 years. Now we must make sure that we budget for the proper staffing and materials at all of our libraries. Growth in the Public Works Department operating budget is modest, just over 3%. We will hire an additional 9 employees next year to assist in areas such as facilities management, sewer maintenance, and water resource recovery. In the Parks Department, we will add 3 positions, and we will increase wages for lifeguards and camp positions to continue to attract and retain high-quality employees. We will also buy new and upgraded equipment for the Parks Department, like lawnmowers, trailers, and other small equipment. The planning department will begin the first total overhaul of our 30-year master plan in 2024. When first written, the plan was focused on suburban growth. Today, infill development is critical to our future, as is transportation, environment, active mobility, and affordable housing. This will be a 3-year process involving significant community outreach. 3 new employees will help us develop the plan and implement it after the City Council approves it. The planning budget also includes $800,000 for demolition of unsafe properties. And in 2024, our housing inspectors will again increase the number of inspections of rental properties to 3,500. We anticipate the post-COVID economic rebound will continue next year for tourism and the convention business. My budget recommendations reflects that expectation. The Convention and Visitors Bureau budget will just be over $10 million, which is a 20% increase to bring more people into our city, spend more money, and enjoy the amazing new attractions that we have in our urban core. The Luminarium, the Steel House, Jean Leahy Mall, and in 3 weeks, we will open Heartland of America Park and Lewis and Clark Landing. All of these great venues and public spaces are great selling points to bring more visitors to Omaha. Healthcare insurance costs for employees and retirees will increase approximately 5.5% next year, in line with last year's increases. Of our total healthcare expenses, about 75% is earmarked for the active employment plan, and the remaining 25% goes to our retiree plan. All city employees are now under one healthcare plan except the fire department, which provides healthcare through its own fire trust. The fire trust continues to be, however, the most expensive healthcare plan that the city funds. Every year we dedicate a small portion of budget to several dozen community service programs that have proven their ability to help those in our community. They provide services such as employment and job training, youth mentoring, domestic violence prevention, services for persons experiencing homelessness, and many others. And I am recommending a significant increase next year for the Nebraska Humane Society. The increase to $1.6 million will enable them to meet the demands of the population that they serve, the animals that they care for, and the challenging budget times that they are now experiencing. We will also provide funding for Larts and Gardens for the first time. The garden is located on city-owned property. Along with our 2024 general fund budget, I'm pleased to present to the council today our capital improvement program. The CIP outlines long-term significant investments in transportation, public safety, public facilities, parks, and environment. It details projects and funding sources. The 6-year total for our proposed CIP is $3.2 billion. I would like to highlight a few CIP projects, exciting changes that will further enhance our quality of life in Omaha. We will invest $54 million at Tranquility Park at 120th and Maple to create a premier youth multi-sports complex and tournament facility. We need more high-quality athletic fields to serve youth throughout our city. Upgrades to Tranquility Park will provide greater access for all players throughout Omaha to allow us to host more regional and national tournaments. We will develop at Tranquility as many as 16 synthetic turf multipurpose soccer fields and up to 11 synthetic turf baseball and softball fields. Parking and concessions will also be greatly improved. New hotels, restaurants, and retails are also expected near the complex. The 50-year-old facility is the city's only public soccer complex, and it will continue to be managed by our Parks and Recreation Department. Construction is expected to begin with the soccer fields in 2024, with all the improvements completed in 2027. The Harney-Farnham Bikeway project in the CIP will realign the current protected bike lane so it can accommodate and better align with Omaha's new streetcar when completed. The CIP also includes $306 million for the streetcar. In 2024, $147 million of that cost will be allocated to Parking and Mobility Division Parking Capital Fund for construction and procurement related expenses that will be underway in 2024. Our recently announced Omaha Public Library Facility Plan includes the new Southwest Library Branch, something we've been working toward for a long time. The CIP includes funding for this new library, and we are currently identifying property to buy to where we could build this branch. And finally, planning continues for a new joint public safety headquarters for both our fire and police departments, which is now included in the CIP. I encourage citizens to look and to learn more about our general fund budget and our capital improvement program. I take this important responsibility of managing the city funds very, very seriously, and we do so with transparency and commitment to excellence that the taxpayers expect. Both the city budget and the CIP are now available for your review on the city's website. The budget is on the Finance Department's website, and the CIP is on the Planning Department's website. Thank you to the council for all of your input and your ideas, and thank you very much to city staff, department directors, and especially our finance team for their commitment to excellent work, especially Steve Curtis, Andrew Brott, and Nicole Sweeney that have helped so much in the preparation of this budget. A public hearing on this budget will be held in this chamber August 8th at 6:30 p.m., and I encourage citizens to attend and to provide feedback. It's truly an honor to share this budget and our priorities with you today. Thank you very much.
Okay, no binders to share.
We can't start in early. Until
Thank you, Mayor. As the Mayor indicated, the Budget and Capital Improvement Program will have a public hearing in this chambers on August 8th, 2023 at 6:30 p.m. And as we transition the diocese here, we'll have Councilman Bagley read a proclamation in honor of the Omaha Music Festival, which occurs this weekend.
Thanks, Mr. President. Whereas founded in 2009 as Omaha Music Festival, and since its inaugural concert on the riverfront has welcomed more than 100 musical acts, dozens of speakers, and attendees from across the country, the city of Omaha is proud to have this large-scale music festival in our community. And whereas Nebraska is home to thousands of working musicians, artists, chefs, comedians, poets, and other creatives, Omaha Festival continues to evolve into an annual collection of experiences that reflect the diverse cultural aspects of the community and region, with the festival being instrumental in celebrating creativity by providing a platform of regional and national significance and scope. And whereas Omaha Music Festival attracts thousands of visitors to the city of Omaha each year, and Omaha Musical Days will broaden awareness of the 1,000 individuals who come together for the greater good of our community and create the festival. And whereas Omaha Music Festival will be held one final time at Stinson Park in Exarban Village before moving to the riverfront in 2024, a move that will make the event an even larger attraction for years to come. Now therefore be it resolved that the city of Omaha officially designates July 28th through July 29th, 2023, Omaha Festival Days in Omaha, Nebraska. In witness whereof, we have set our hands and caused the official seal of the city of Omaha to be affixed on this 25th day of July 2023. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there members of MAHA that want to come to the diocese and tell us about this year's festival? Just your name and address to start.
My name is Rachel Grace. I'm the co-director of MAHA. I'm at 1907 South 10th Street.
Emily Cox, co-director of MAHA, 5307 Newport Ave.
Thank you so very much, Councilmember Begley, for reading the proclamation. I think there's not a whole lot, like that really sums up well everything that we're very excited about this weekend, but I just really want to take a second to reiterate how excited and grateful we are to have been at Exarban Village these past 13 festival seasons. It has been a wonderful ride, growing and evolving along with the other businesses alongside us in that time. And we're so very happy to have had the opportunity to do that, just as we will be happy to move next year and continue to grow and evolve. So thank you for that. I know that the 13,000 people that will be joining us this weekend and the more than 800 volunteers, for many of them, this will be kind of a bittersweet weekend, just, because we've grown so accustomed to being in this wonderful home in Stinson Park. But,